Here are today's top news and why they matter. Guinea-Bissau's President Umaru Sissoco Embalo has threatened to expel an ECOWAS political mission from his country. Why the sudden threat? ECOWAS has sent a political mission to the capital Bissau to resolve a dispute over the ending of Embalo's presidential term, which began in 2020. Opposition political parties said Embalo's term should have expired last week, but a Supreme Court ruling placed the date on September 4. The regional body ECOWAS was called in to help resolve the dispute between the government and opposition parties. Embalo, who chaired ECOWAS from mid-2022 to mid-2023, said last month that presidential and legislative elections will not be held until November 30. ECOWAS said in a statement on Sunday, the mission departed Bissau in the early morning of 1st March following threats by His Excellency Umaru Sissoco Embalo to expel it. Ghana is holding a national economic dialogue as it looks for homegrown solutions to its economic problems. The new president, John Mahama, had promised such a forum as part of his campaign last year. The dialogue in Accra is seeking a consensus on solutions that will revitalize economic growth. President Mahama, who is leading the two-day dialogue, explained why this engagement among stakeholders matters.
Throughout our engagement, we will focus on practical strategies to restore macroeconomic stability and pave the way for long-term economic transformation. This includes developing policies that stimulate growth and create sustainable job opportunities for our rapidly growing population.
Ghana is currently under IMF program to fix its economic woes as it struggles with high debt, which has affected cost of living for many Ghanaians. The outcomes of the forum are expected to begin Ghana's journey towards economic revitalization, enhance business opportunities, and improve living conditions across the country. European leaders have agreed to draw up a Ukraine peace plan to present to the United States for Washington to be able to offer security guarantees that Kyiv says are essential to deter Russia. At a summit in London, European leaders offered a strong show of support to the Ukrainian president and promised to do more to help his nation. Why such a promise? EU leaders agreed they must spend more on defense to show Trump that the continent can protect itself. Last week, Volodymyr Zelensky clashed with the US President Donald Trump, cutting short a visit to Washington. Zelensky, however, said on Sunday he believes he could salvage his relationship with the US President Donald Trump after the explosive meeting in the Oval Office. So, what do some Ukrainians think about their president's clash with Donald Trump?
How could Zelensky have behaved any differently in that situation? How could he have shown weakness? We're a strong country. Our soldiers are incredible. We've been fighting for 3 years. How can you have serious negotiations with Trump if he calls you a dictator one day and forgets the next? I didn't vote for Zelensky and I won't vote for him in the future, but I totally support him in this.
Good for Zelensky. How else could he have reacted? He did good. What Zelensky said was true, but in that situation, he shouldn't have said it out loud.
I think Zelensky behaved with great dignity. He didn't say anything bad about the American people either. I think he represented Ukraine well. He's standing up for Ukraine and isn't going to sell us out for nothing.
And that wraps up the news for today. I'm Andrew Wasike.